Ironic. Netflix to make extremely surprise move to cut off Sussex, making Charles flies on the moon. Meghan Markle and Prince Harry may have no way back into the firm, as the royal family constantly worries over their next revelations. Meghan Markle and Prince Harry signed a lucrative deal with Netflix after stepping down as senior royals, but are yet to release any content on the streaming platform. The couple are reportedly making a dramatic U-turn on their documentary series following the Queen's death, multiple insiders have told. A source claims they want to make edits to downplay much of what they've said about King Charles III, Camilla Queen Consort, and the Prince and Princess of Wales. However, royal expert Neil Sean disputed these claims, insisting it was Netflix and not the couple who were behind the decision to stall the release. Mr. Sean said that Netflix feels there just isn't enough content yet. He claimed that reports that the Sussexes wanted to cut out unsavoury remarks about the royal family were not accurate. The royal commentator said, "On this docu-series, a very good source told me that the bottom line is that there just isn't enough content. You have the Invictus Games in the Netherlands, a bit of footage in New York," he continued, "but they're not allowed to use the footage from the Queen's state funeral, and you have a little bit from when they came over for the Platinum Jubilee. I understand why Netflix are wondering what they're going to do with it. It has nothing to do with the claims that they're trying to cut unsavoury remarks out about King Charles III and Queen Consort Camilla. This couple is reportedly in talks with Netflix to put the project on hold until next year. A lot of conversations are happening. I hear that Harry and Meghan want the series to be held until next year. They want to stall. I wonder if the show could even be dead in the water at this point. Do Harry and Meghan just want to shelve this thing?" However, an official source from Netflix claimed that the company is keen to have the project ready to release in time for December, and alleged there's a lot of pressure to complete the project. Netflix has been keen to have the show ready to stream for December, the insider said. There's a lot of pressure on Netflix CEO Ted Sarandos, who's the relationship with Harry and Meghan, to get this show finished. The claims come just days after it emerged that Prince Harry is desperately making last-minute changes to a tell-all autobiography following the death of his grandmother, Queen Elizabeth, who passed away back in September at the age of 96 following a 70-year reign. The publishers paid $20 million up front because they knew whatever was written would be huge for sales and exposure all around the world, a source said. But the first draft they received was disappointing, as it was a bit too emotional and focused far more on mental health issues than they wanted. Eventually, the final draft has been finished and signed off, and a lot of money and energy has been spent to make sure it comes out this year. There may be things which might not look so good if they come out so soon after the Queen's death and his dad becoming king. He wants sections changed. It's not a total rewrite by any means. He desperately wants to make changes, but it might be too late. Meanwhile, Meghan Markle's podcast is set to return next week, having been paused following the death of Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth II on September the 8th. Shortly after the news of the 96-year-old monarch's passing was shared, the Archetypes page on Spotify shared an update reading, "New episodes of Archetypes will be paused during the official mourning period for Her Majesty." Now it's been confirmed that the podcast will return with regularly scheduled episodes on Tuesday, October the 4th.